Hello, everyone. It's my first time going live. I suppose I'll turn off my air in case it's an annoying sound. That's probably better. I suspect no one will watch this. It's about midnight here in Alabama, and I'm painting. If you notice this red bump right here, it's because I cooked something. It was very hot yesterday, and it burned me. I have a fat collagen Kim Kardashian lip. So, of course, I'm painting right now. I'm talking right now because of the condition. If you recall, I have a very complicated relationship with Quentin Tarantino. And he has spent some 200 hours remote viewing me and put us both in such a psychological state that I'm in fear for my life because I acknowledge that my mind is not my own, therefore, right? And so I tried to lay down, I just couldn't feel right. I'm constantly worried, he's at his breaking point psychologically. And so I'm working on this painting, always fearing that it might be my last opportunity to be creative. I've had this canvas for a time, many months, maybe 4 months now. And so I decided to turn it into a seascape. And I'm just ironing out the edge of the sea foam. It's a little too high, but it's okay. That's okay. I just need to take some of this weight. Put that inside of it. That would help. As far as the model, I am working on it. It is coming together. My liner brush is more like a filbert now because I didn't clean it properly. It's like a muddy kind of seascape. It's green. I know I have to get better about cleaning my brushes. That's okay. There's a line about that in one of Orwell's novels. Key to being a good artist is dirty brushes. And that's Orwell's first novel. Hello, everyone. Or it's the same guy. Yeah, great, man. Thanks for saying hi. Darshan. I'm doing good. I'm painting. I'll reveal it at the end of the stream. So we're talking about literature. We're talking about the nature of reality. I was just explaining at the beginning when I started that Quentin has me in a state. This is like it's a dangerous, ugly condition that persists between us. And so I'm still awake. I should be in bed right now. But we're trying to put some depth, some more color into this seascape, a little more blue. It's kind of like an Arctic. Ooh, yeah, that's a good idea. I'm doing good. I mean, I'm not doing good. I'm doing good, but I don't know. I appreciate you asking. How are you doing? Quentin's put me in a state. So it's difficult. I'd like to think I'm wearing it well. But I really appreciate all the new subscribers. I am making another model, the rhombicosododecahedron, and I have all of the pieces cut out, or not quite cut, but I have all the pieces made. So it's just a matter of cutting them out. Sorry. And so I suspect that will take me, another 30 hours to cut them all out and paste them together. Okay. So now I'll do this. I don't really know what I'm doing, but it seems like it's developed into something. So now I have to see it through. This isn't the brush I usually do this with. So it's a seascape, it's an Arctic seascape, that's what we're painting. It's always hard to keep the brush straight. That's the discipline. So I started painting this year, all just an effort. Hello, Pragati, Darshan. Hope you guys are doing good. I'm painting. I suppose I'll reveal it, and then I'll show it again when I'm done. This is the painting, right? It's a seascape. It's kind of hard to see, but there's the ocean, right? That's an iceberg. How are you guys doing? Living your best lives? I'm on my way, I'm making it. So, of course, the nature of reality demands that psychic phenomenon must have intellectual validity, right? If we say that life is a haphazard convocation of elements, then nihilism and chaos reigns. But if you say that life is the unfolding of a divine plan called many things over the myriad of languages, over the myriad of eons, then by that same rationale, we must accept the facility within ourselves to harness the power of the divine almighty creator. This is the source of Quentin's power, source of any clairvoyant's power, the source of my power, the divine origin that springs forth all life. And so, I don't mind that he's created this condition in our minds, even though it's pathological and it's dangerous psychologically. What I care about is his insistence on doing ugly, evil things to compel me to suicide and madness. The highest, ugliest black magic evil anyone could know. And so I don't talk about that a lot, but of course the video on the channel is a plea to the Pope. And I invite anyone to give it a watch. I'm actually kind of liking how this is developing. I didn't think that I would. I'm on my way, I'm making it. So, my heart is with you all. Anyone can be a psychic clairvoyant. It's like being a musician. Anyone can be a great painter. Anyone can pick up a paintbrush. However, this in no way offers you any sort of prospects of being a good clairvoyant, being a good painter. You have to put in the hours, 10,000 hours. That's the magic number. Right? So what they mean when they say that is that if you spend 10,000 hours doing something, it will unlock a resonance in your mind. Right? I'm on my way, I'm making it. So, right, the things that people refer to as psychic, clairvoyant, are the same things that people refer to as magic and sorcery in centuries past. Right? There's not a distinction. It's the same thing. And what do I mean by that? I mean that there's this thing, it's called intention. Aleister Crowley, do as thou wilt, will is the law. Right? And what he means is that you can have a desire to see something manifested. And the actions that you take to see that manifested are an expression of intention and will. And so the more that you do, right, the denser the braid of resonance. And so the things that people refer to as clairvoyant, psychic, right, they're the same things that people refer to as magic and sorcery, because they invoke the same qualities within the psyche of the practitioner. Right? But that's what's actually happening. And so, right, I'm in fear for my life because Quentin and I have such a strong bond, right, that if there is no reconciliation, then he is admitting to having a dangerous psychological aberration within himself as well as within me. And so I'm prepared to reconcile. I'm moving on. But as long as I feel he's evil, I have to talk about it. Not that I want to. I get it. I get it. I know it's boring. But it's about the process. Ooh, yeah, that looks good. I'm on my way, I'm making it. I had my first rehearsal for 12th night. Again, right? There's only one of you, but I appreciate you. Much love. 12th Night is a Shakespearean comedy, which I'm acting in. He didn't make it easy, to be sure. He has all the leverage. I have my mind. So, I had a vision for what I thought this would be. And now it's developed into something else. It's just as good. People come, people go. That's all right. Ooh, yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. 2 more people come back. Please don't leave. Hello, welcome to the stream. I'm painting. Yeah. Here's the painting. And while I paint, I discuss my life, discuss the fear that I live in perpetually. And so, it's a winterscape. This is an iceberg. And it's coming together quite nicely. I'm on my way, I'm making it. I know it seems dull, and it is. But hopefully we'll have an interesting painting here soon. People, nice. So, the mystery of creation is immaculate in its awesome might. Right? And so, the condition that I find myself in is a potential for anyone. Anyone could perhaps be in similar straits. And it's just as terrifying to them as it would be to me, I'm sure. This is why I make these videos every day. This is why I say, please, write his agency. Right? I'm making this stream right now because he's put me in a psychological state. There's nothing else to say there. It's really sad how content he is to be just so vulgar and evil. Some nice stippling. I'm not going to lay claim to being some sort of great painter, but I have a dream. Huh? That's good. That's good. Well, how are you guys doing? Your local Fox Stew. I'm painting right now, if you guys are wondering. Maybe you saw the brush, but there's the painting. That's an iceberg. Okay, so now I need to put it. So, I could keep talking about the mystery traditions. I could keep talking about what makes a great psychic. And I will as much or as little as I want. But I am concentrating because I'm painting. That looks good. That looks good. So I know you guys are all over the world, but I hope this message finds you well, in good spirits, full of love, compassion. The world is a beautiful place. There is a principle that is the guiding light of creation, and that's love. I'm listening. If you want to say something, dude. I don't know how it works. I don't know a lot about technology. Okay. So this. I'll try to get this set up better. I'll probably start doing this maybe every day while I live paint. And we can all get a little better together. It's a vast tapestry of phenomenon, guided by the supreme light of the divinity, whose name can never be known, whose likeness can only be corrupted. So, again, live painting, discussing the mystery tradition. People come, people go. I'm on my way, I'm making it. Oh, so, there's the painting. All right. Of course, if you recall, I made a video a couple days ago that said that I wasn't going to talk about Quentin anymore. And I don't particularly want to. I have nothing to say about him. I've said it 1,000 times. And he's put me in such a state psychologically by his evil, which anyone can do. But I would rather not do that. That I just don't feel any need to discuss it. You know, like he tells people he decided to cancel the movie critic for one reason, which is a shallow answer. It's not a real answer at all. But that's his right. That's his right. I can't control what he does. I did a lot to show my remorse. And it didn't mean anything. And I get it. I get it. Show business is ruthless. No movie star Brian. But hopefully there's a path to reconciliation. At least enough for us to live in the world. Hope you guys are doing good. All three of you. It's tough to talk about. He keeps me in such a state. He doesn't want me talking about it. So I paint, I draw, I look to the mystery traditions. I make my models. I do anything I can to show him that I'm not concerning myself with him. But again, it's a case study in remote viewing. That's, right, this is undeniable. So it's an ethical decision on his part. I hope you're both doing well. The people who watch, I appreciate all of the support for the channel. Right. And I know a lot of his behavior is because he wants me to take everything down. But I've already done that once. So I just take it day by day. But we don't have to talk about him. He doesn't want me talking about psychic phenomenon. I don't know why. So, wow, 22 people. Hello. Nice to see you all live painting at the Evil Witching Hour. Here's the painting. That's funny. I guess you're right. All right. I'll just hold the phone. Is that better? Kevin? That's a shrewd observation. I'll be anything you need. So, there's the painting. I'm not going to say I'm a great painter, but coming together. Nice stippling. So, live painting. What is the secret to King Solomon's temple? Where is the widow's son? All these things that I hearken to on my videos, all are substantiated from this one singular fact, that all of life emerges out of a noble divinity, a noble divine principle. And it's through our understanding of that divinity that we unlock the potential of clairvoyance within us, remote viewing, all of these things. It hearkens to the truth that a conscious field permeates all of space. And by being still and seeing the distinctions between imagination and reality, we can close our minds, close our eyes and open our minds. And there is no one you cannot find. I have a particular way of looking at remote viewing. I always lived by the philosophy that the hindrances that places like the Monroe Institute puts upon the remote viewer are, in fact, um, unnecessary scholasticism. Technically, if you wanted to be unimpeded by your imagination, then when you decide to remote view someone, you should, in fact, do what the Monroe Institute does and all these places do. You should have no clue at all as to like what the place is. They have it in an envelope. It's a place, a time, a locale, all the above. And they say, hey, how's it going, agent? Nice to see you. And they say, okay, close your eyes like on a Freud couch. And they say, tell me what you see. And so, right, in the purity of that idea, they are right. Then your mind is unimpeded by the imagination. But I've always felt that on some level, the opposite must also be true. That the more that you know about something, the better it will be for you to attempt to remote view that something, whatever it may be. If it's a place, if it's a time, if it's all of the above, that the more that you can embed, and this is what I talk about, and this is what I talk about in my novel. That the more that you know about something, the easier it is to lock into it. As far as the what I like to always think of is the Armada portrait of Queen Elizabeth. That very famous portrait, the Armada portrait. Look it up. That was around 1592, right? Hello, welcome. I'm painting here. So, it's an iceberg. I was just talking about remote viewing. Some schools of thought suggest that you can't have any sort of notion in your mind of what you're trying to see, which I consider unnecessary scholasticism in a big way. I feel that the more that you know about something, the easier it is thereby to lock into it. And so this is all mentioned in my novel, in that essay on magic. Hello. I'm not staring at this really bad, but I did see you come on. Here's the painting. Right. Live painting. I hope that you're doing well. way I'm making it. So much larger than life. I use my mind. I've had enough. Hello, good evening. Here's a painting. Once I get a better setup, I'll put the camera on the canvas. But suppose I'll stop. I'm going to keep going, but thanks all 12 of you that watched.